Up till now, I wasn't too impressed with the musicals that managed to win Best Picture. The first musical to win was the Broadway Melody, and it's still my absolute least favorite Best Picture winner. Other than that, you had other lackluster films such as The Great Ziegfeld and Going My Way. An American in Paris was probably the best musical yet, and that too wasn't incredible. So there wasn't much to get excited about. Until today. If you ask me, West Side Story is the first musical of the marathon to truly grab me and deliver a wonderful music-filled experience for me to enjoy. The story is about two rival gangs in the Upper West Side of New York City. The Jets, a local group of young delinquents led by Riff, and the Sharks, a group of Puerto Ricans led by Bernardo. Riff's best friend and co-founder of the Jets, Tony, has already moved past the pointless warfare and works a job at the local drugstore. And when he meets Maria, Bernardo's little sister, they fall in love instantly, which further complicates matters. This leads to a Romeo and Juliet type of story, as the two star-crossed lovers try to calm the nerves between the gangs so they can live happily ever after. Alright, let's talk turkey here. Finally, we have a musical with actual great musical numbers in it. What makes them so great is that each song serves a purpose. They either move the story forward or they're used to help develop the characters and their relationships. But other than that, the songs are just F-A-N-tastic. Maria, I Feel Pretty, America, and more. There isn't a single weak song in the entire bunch. All the tracks are killer. These are songs that you can listen to in the car and still enjoy them. I especially loved Tonight, Maria and Tony's love song. It's so beautiful and it bursts with emotion. It's hard not to get swept away. The music by Leonard Bernstein is timeless and iconic, and the singers do a great job. I know the actors were dubbed over by actual singers, but they did it seamlessly, and it's impossible to tell the difference between the actors' voices and the singers' voices. The choreography here is next level. There are so many intricacies in the dancing and the constant movement on screen that it's hard to follow at times, but it works. So on the actual music and dancing departments, this film gets a 10 out of 10. It's wonderful. As for other elements that relate more to the actual filmmaking, the film is still very well done. The cinematography is gorgeous. The camera is so fluid and swift, there aren't a lot of times when the camera is standing still, and the film looks much more modern as a result. The sets are large, colorful, and beautiful, and they're a real treat to look at. The film in general is just a feast for the eyes. Grade A stuff. The acting in the film isn't amazing, but it's still really good, and I liked all of the characters. Tony's actor did a great job playing the starry-eyed good boy, and Maria was practically angelic in her presentation. Riff was the charismatic hooligan, Bernardo was the charming bad boy, and Anita was the feisty lover. They're all simple, there's nothing too deep to them, but that's part of why they're so endearing. Another thing I really appreciated was the pacing. The film swings from song to song with little to no breaks in between, and since the songs were the highlights, I felt like that was the right decision. This keeps the pace brisk and action-packed. There's never a dull moment. Major plus in my book. After all, being boring is the worst thing a film can be. As for negatives, there aren't many. It all comes down to personal taste in my opinion. As much as I loved this musical, I'm not the greatest musical fan in general. The whimsical nature of musicals lead to some moments that seem silly to me. Look, I get it. These tough street thugs are dancers. The fights are dances. I get what they're trying to do here, okay? I get it. I think it looks silly, but I get it. Also, the second half of the film, which gets much heavier than the first, suffers from the upbeat style in my opinion. The sadder emotional scenes don't hit as hard for me. But that's pretty much it. West Side Story is a towering classic Hollywood musical that easily stands the test of time. We are on a very good, high-quality run as of late. West Side Story is by far the best musical of the marathon so far. I really enjoyed it, and who knows, maybe the remake will win Best Picture this year and I'll get to talk about the story again. We'll see. Up next is the 35th Best Picture winner, yet another gigantic epic. It's getting hard to breathe with all these larger-than-life films, Lawrence of Arabia. Check back tomorrow for the next video of DB Reviews Oscar Madness Marathon and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss a thing. Thank you all very much, and let the journey continue.